I'm gonna check out this cliff. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. I'm so close to 100,000 subscribers. Right? Just kidding. This whole YouTube thing is fickle. 3 years almost, I'm at the subscriber count of what I was at last year. Still not monetized. I'm not gonna put any more effort than recording and uploading. No intros. I don't think people like intros anyways. I skip through intros. Let's go down here. I used to follow Fan City Van Life before I did this van life, and he made it look a certain way. Yeah, I kind of got scooped up into the glamour of it all. He didn't really post the real of it. It was always happy-go-lucky stuff, always smiling, always chipper. He's got the voice for radio, and I have the face for radio. I reached out to Chrome. I emailed him maybe in late 2022, just before we were about to do this, and I asked, hey, how long did it take for you to get to over 10,000 subs? And they said it took him about 3 years. I'm almost at that mark. And I have so close to 100,000 subs right now. I'm at 1,600 subs. Whoa. And I realized that my videos aren't the happy-go-lucky, chipper type videos. It's more me like this. And if you meet me in person, this is what you get. You don't get the YouTube version of me. See some YouTubers out here, and there's two versions of them. There's the YouTube version of them, and then there's the behind the scenes version of them, and they don't match up. I think that's where I went wrong in making videos. I'm not smiling enough. I'm not telling you all the things you want to hear. I'm the kind of person that would rather be at 1,000 subscribers and being myself and authentic than being somebody that I'm not and getting a huge following. I was watching a video this morning that popped up. Maybe my phone's listening to me, talking about van life in Canada. And in my previous video, I was saying it must be hard to be a van lifer in Canada because it's so cold. There's a van life threshold of 8 months where people will start falling off. They'll just quit after 8 months, 6 to 8 months. And in Canada, that would probably be more than what van lifers can handle in the States, because you can come down to Florida, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, and do van life in the winter. So this lady did a rant today, and she was dropping F-bombs left and right about how she hates van life now. She's 6 years in, and she's one of those real van lifers where there's no hotels. It's just in the van. Everything is in the van. She's cramped up. She's a painter like me, and she can't paint because where do you keep your supplies? Where does your paint, where do your paintings dry? I haven't painted in almost 3 years now, and I'm itching to paint. I have other outlets of creativity, and it's all digital. I like the analog shit. I like tangible shit. Her video was refreshing, authentic. This lady, she's living solo in her van, and it's a small van. Me and the wife live in this van together. You can imagine how cramped up it can get. And like yesterday, it started snowing here. And when it starts snowing, you can't hang out outside. There's no walks. You can't, it's just too cold. So I see how the Canadian van lifers would quit quick. I guess that's all I wanted to say was how it's nice to see another real van lifer with the struggles and posting it. Because it's not all what it's cracked up to look like on YouTube, what some of these influencers will do to make videos. I think I see why these YouTubers will constantly push the same type of video over and over, because it worked for them. If I were to do a stupid TikTok video where I'm dancing in front of the camera and it popped and I got 500,000 subscribers and over 1 million views, I would have to do the same thing over again. And then you get into this trap where you have to do that over and over and over and over, because that's what works. I think as time unfolds here, very shortly, people are going to get sick of the artificial. We'll get more into authentic. Everything right now in this world is plastic. Everything's gone digital, everything's artificial. People are going to start craving authenticity and real. At least that's what I prefer. And I'll do the videos like this. I don't have to change who I am. You either like it or you don't. You can change the channel. You can leave a comment venting about how ick I am for you. I'm posting this for the people that will resonate with it. There's some people out there that want to get into this. I have a friend on YouTube. I'm hearing he's sick of driving to work every day and having to work a job he doesn't like, and that's the point of this, right? To get out of that. And I got out of that and got into this. And there's days that I just want to quit. Van lifing is a full-time job. You're constantly doing stuff. You're constantly cleaning. You're constantly purging. You're constantly shifting things around. And with us, we have to make sure there's enough room for two of us. That can get really cramped in there. Another video popped up this morning. 70-year-old woman that was living in her car. And I looked at her subscriber count, and it was about 20,000. And she's only been doing the car life, living in her car for the last 5 months. And I looked at her comments, and every other comment was $100 donation. I didn't go through all the comments, and there was at least 1,200 comments for that video of her getting out of living in her car after 5 months. The video was of her showing her new studio apartment. I give her credit for doing it at 70 years old by herself. I don't understand YouTube's algorithms. Maybe I should put a wig on. Change my name to Chiquita in the van. Or just keep posting these and just putting this out there as evidence that we did it. This is my documentation of doing our van life. One day, I'll look back at these videos and laugh. Here's a tip for van life people. Don't put your sticker on your van. I'm not saying that there's no YouTubers out there that are authentic. I see some videos out there where I'm like, damn, I'm a pussy. I'm bitching about 24 degrees, and there's people out in Canada in like minus 17, minus 20 blizzards. Like I said, everybody has their experiences. Everybody has their reasons for being out here. You leave me alone, I leave you alone. Keep a respectful distance. And I hope one of these days I can get out of this, because I don't want to do this forever. There's only so many seasons you can do at Quartzsite. There's only so many seasons you can do coming up to the forest. Some days you just want to not have to deal with where you're going to sleep at night. Who's coming down the road at 2 a.m? And you have to wonder who it is, because this is not a main street, so you have to be on guard. That's why you see fucking luggage under my eyes, because I don't get the best sleep. It's not easy. Anyways, that was my rant for the day. Just YouTube gets me going. I'm trying to upload a video right now. It's taken a full day and a half, and it's only at 70%. That's what I'm talking about. The upload is 0.06 megabytes per second here. Like I said, I'm not going to get the Starlink because nobody's monetizing this channel. I have to make my own money. So until I get monetized, I'm just going to stay put. But it's sandwich time again. Today's turkey.